Hi everyone, this is Nathalie the blogger, and today I'm coming back with a special insider. The theme will be feel good slice of life books. Before diving into those two books, please subscribe to my channel so you're not gonna miss any exciting good next reviews that gonna come onto the channel. This is the kind of books that you read, that you have a fictional story most of the time and a specific subject, a topic inside. You can relate more or less, or is gonna help you, or just it's a breath of fresh air. So the first one that I'm gonna talk will be Matchmaking for Beginners by Maddie Dawson, and the second will be Under an Amber Sky by Rose Alexander. Kind of different, kind of similar. Matchmaking for Beginners by Maddie Dawson. This is a small one. I don't remember exactly how many pages. We are following a young woman who is about to get married. She's going to the marriage knowing that because of her age, she's not already 30 years old, but she feels that she has to settle down because everyone suggests strongly that it's time for her to get a new real job and to get married, to get a house, and to start to have a family. She doesn't really know exactly what she wants to do, but she's not sure, or you feel that she's not sure this is what she wants, but she's going with it. She's gonna meet a person who's gonna change her whole life, and it's gonna be a great aunt of her fiancé. And I tried to remember her name, but I forgot, and I already said that I'm so bad with names. That woman, she is so lovely, intelligent, and adorable. She can read people in the way that she can feel their energy, their aura, and she can especially matching people to one another. And she knew right away that the fiancé doesn't match that young woman, that she doesn't know. It's the first time that she met her, but she feels that that young woman has the same ability as her, and she wants to help her. She tell her that I think she tell her that she's not gonna get married, but she mostly say that she's gonna have a great life. That's kind of the base, you can say, of the story. That young woman end up marrying 2 weeks after they got a divorce, understandingly to each other. But it doesn't change the fact that the young woman is having a heartbreak, that it is some difficult time for her to get over that phase. It's gonna take some time. She's gonna go back with her parents in Florida, but at the same time we are following that to make sure that ends. And we know right at the beginning that she is dying. She has terminal phase cancer, and it was her decision of not medically fighting the cancer. And she is living in Brooklyn, and in her building that she owns, there are different people who became friends to her, but all of them had suffered differently, different reasons, and she is helping them at moving on with their life and getting back on track and getting stronger again. And when she's gonna die, she's gonna give to that young woman that she's not related to her house, her building in Brooklyn, and she's gonna ask her to leave 3 months there before taking a decision, especially of selling the building. And during those 3 months, obviously, she's gonna know all of these different people. She's gonna have to try to heal her heart. I really did enjoy that book. I gave it 4.5 stars. For me, yes, it was a slice of life, but it is really a feel-good movie, a feel-good story. You really understand all of the importance of having a group of people, a small village around you to help you to keep moving. No matter what happened into your life, you don't have to be badly in pain or to suffer to have someone around you and help you. But it's about the people who are crossing the path of your life. It happens because it's not that, yes, it's supposed to happen, but because they are here, or it happens because they have something to give you, a knowledge or a strength, something. There's a reason why some people or everyone is coming into our lives, and that you are going into their life. It works in both sense. And it was really nice to see all of that's happening for everyone, how to go through everyday's life when your heart is broken. We are all reacting differently. Our emotions are obviously different, and it's gonna make such a difference from for the recovery of having the right persons around you. So it is good, but at the same time you realize as the reader that if you are not capable of having that kind of people, the right people around you for helping you, well, there are good chances that you'll keep moving, but not the most effective way. So, but nevertheless, it was a happy reading, a really light reading. The second book is Under an Amber Sky by Rose Alexander. So again, a slice of life. I don't necessarily am gonna say a feel-good one. We are following Sophie. It's because I just finished, so I remember the names. She's a new widow. It's just that happened that her husband suddenly died. Suddenly, so unexpectedly. She is devastated. She can't see herself keep living in London. She's gonna buy a very old bat-shaped house in Montenegro, thanks to her best friend who kind of pushed her. And so yeah, she's leaving everything behind and she's gonna go live in Montenegro. So at the first time, she's gonna kind of hide herself, which is gonna be obviously part of her grief. And slightly she's gonna come back to life. At the same time, in her house, in her new house, she's gonna find 6 different letters written by one of the previous owners of the house. It's written in 1942, 41, 42, 43. This is a woman writing to her husband who has been captured by the Italians who occupied the country during the Second World War. And the husband has been placed into Mamula Island, which was kind of a concentration camp. Sophie is passionate about those letters. She obviously wants to know what is it all about because it's not written in a language that she can understand, so she's going to need the help of someone from the village to help her to translate it. But she wants to know what happened to obviously the man and to the wife who's pregnant and to that family. That's why I'm saying it's a slice of life more than anything else. Once again, you have the very right and true message, a strong message that's first that you need some time, no matter what happened bad for you into your life. You need to have some time apart. It's to hide. But then you need the next phase to go back to come back from it and to go back to life. But for that, you yourself, you have to open yourself to the world if you want. But you're gonna have the right persons again who's gonna come into your life, and there is no coincidence that you're gonna cross the path of those persons and that it's going to happen. It's not necessarily that every character inside has something. It's not like Matchmaking for Beginners that everyone has suffered something. You have the idea of strangers meeting one another and they are deciding to gather together. It's gonna be in her house. They're gonna all live together. They're gonna form their own version of a family. They become a family to one another. So this is a strong message, obviously, but at the same time, you have the slice of life of the past of the Montenegro during the Second World War. We are kind of very quickly say something about the war in 1990, but mostly we stay in the Second World War since this is the topic for or coming from those letters. And this is always fascinating to discover such a dark time. I can't say that it was uplifting, or for me, I didn't feel that it was uplifting. It was nice, but it wasn't, it's not the same thing. Maybe because I felt that there were some too much stretch in the stories that wasn't necessary. So that's my personal opinion about it. So maybe that's why I gave it just 3.5 stars, but it doesn't change the matter that it was a really nice reading. So if you look something, a slice of life, a feel-good book to read, you have the choice between Under an Ember Sky by Rose Alexander or Matchmaking for Beginners by Maddie Dawson. So it was a pleasure to give you more of something to breathe, to read, and until the next time,